So first thing you've got to do is measure, obviously, the space that you want to put the blind into. So remember, we don't just want the blind to come in front of the window. We're obviously going to have them all, and we want it to go over a little bit. So the best thing to do is go over slightly. So I'm just going to go to this line here, because that would be a good place for it to. And we measure from that line. It doesn't have to be absolutely, as long as it's covering, it's 150. So the whole idea is you need to get your blind now and keep it nice and secure. Keep it tightly together. See, I'm putting masking tape around mine now. I'm going to reinforce it. So let's get it measured. Let's get it measured. Now this measures a total of 160. And remember, the gap we've got to fit it in is 150, right? So that's 5 centimetres off each end. You have to take it off each end because you need it to be even, right? Get it nice and secure with the masking tape like I'm doing. And now I'm reinforcing with a bit of electrical tape. I'll be honest, I did run out of masking tape. But anything that keeps it nice and secure is all you need. And also what you're going to need to do, yes, see, get more masking tape. Now I'm measuring that 5 centimetres there. See that, going to make it a bit stronger because you don't want it rattling around too much because it's just going to fly everywhere if you do. Yeah, getting it reinforced around that end too. Look at that's really tight now. That is tight, really, really tight. See, get it nice and secure, nice and firm. Right, get the kids' ruler out, obviously, and take those end bits out. And see, I'm gonna now measure it down here. I'm gonna measure 5 centimetres. Easier with the harder ruler because it won't move around so much. Get that bit out. Yeah, so I'm doing 5 centimetres there. Now go across. Doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. Just get it there. Just get it on, right? Now get the saw. See that saw? It's a nice fine blade, that is. Fine blade, metal cutting. You've got to keep it nice and fine. Nice and fine. It's going to fly everywhere if you don't keep it nice and fine. Nice fine metal cutting blade because it is a metal blind. Get it in there. That was a cheap drill. That was a cheap saw, by the way. It was the cheapest one you can get from B&Q. Right, now get it through. Get it through. Get it on there. You're going to hold it as tightly as you can. I mean, I haven't got anything to do this professionally. I'm just holding this and I've got my foot on the other end to keep it still. But it goes through. There you go. Nice edge there. Nice edge. I'm going to do the other side now. Get those end bits out. Remember, get the plastic end bits out. Don't lose them. You'll have to put them back in afterwards, so you don't want to lose them. Bit tricky. You might need to get a knife in there or something. Here we go again. Nice and lined up. Here we go again. Got 5 centimetres that side. There we go. 5 centimetres. And go across. I use a marker pen. Don't do it across the blind. Make sure you get something on there first, some sort of tape on there. Right. Hold it down. I've got my leg on it. Hold it down and get that saw through it. There we go. Get that saw through it. It comes off all those bits that fly off. I've got a lovely edge. Make sure that blade's nice and fine. There we go. Get it off. And it's off. There we go. Right then, you need to sand it now. And this will give you a nice sort of rounded off edge. So you don't like those sharp edges that it will leave. So I'm just using it. That's a sort of medium sand. There we go. Get them nice, get them round. You don't want sharp edges. You want them rounded off a little bit. You can keep the sharp edges. It won't matter. It's just if you've got kids or anything like that, you don't want them too sharp. There we go. Now we get the tape off. Shouldn't be too hard to get that tape off. It's only masking tape. Masking tape is probably the best one in all. But that electrical tape's really flexible. There you go. Get those plastic bits back in now. Now, you might find it might have distorted ever so slightly, so you might have to just knock it back into shape a bit. But I do that easily with a hammer. See? Get it in there. Stick that other plastic bit in. See? There we go. And now we just get that tape off it. Just get all that tape off it. You can do, if I can do this, you can do this. Anybody can do this. You've just watched me do it. I'm not a professional. It's just a DIY job. You don't have to pay those prices. You should have you should have those things. They're cheap. They're not expensive. You should have things like that. Get those blades on Amazon, by the way. Really cheap. But you should have stuff like that anyway, because you'll need it. You can do all sorts of things with it. All sorts of things with those saws. There we go. Let's get it off the other end. Wait to see how nice this looks. There, see, it's all. And here we go. Right then, and then obviously it's been cut now. Already done this one. It's been adjusted and put into place. I mean, putting the brackets up is pretty it's not difficult. You just screw them. And this is solid PVC. Behind that is not. You might have brickwork to put it in, so you'll need a masonry drill bit. But that's another video. For this one, you just put it in place like this. So this bit goes over here. There we go, on that side. In the right place. And then this little arm goes over here. Oh, I've got that one. Yes, I have. And then, there we go. Move back a bit. Speed this bit up. Show it working. And speed this bit up. So. We need to adjust these bits. These are like the locking bits. So listen, you know, if I can do this, you can too. Anybody can do this. You don't have to spend a lot of money on made to measure blinds. The ones I've used are from B&Q, but the same thing with any other shop. You're very lucky if you can get blinds that fit perfectly. And don't think, oh, I can't afford, you don't need to. You can just cut it yourself. There we go. And I hope that this video has helped you. Here we go. Down it goes. Into the windowsill. There it is. This goes as a bit more. Put the rod in. Put the rod in. Put the rod in. Put this rod in. Right. I've put the rod in the hole. And here we are. Look, move back so they can see. Here you go. Made to measure. Did it myself.